All right, good evening. So, we asked to applaud for Raymond Frias. I was thinking next time Raymond is put in charge of something, we need to intervene, because I was having a hard time applauding to that. But I know he has put a lot of work into this. So, after this concert was announced, Raymond is like, Pastor Godsoe, I need you to represent white Canadians. I'm like, what? What am I supposed to do? I could try to sing like the 12 Days of Christmas by Bob and Doug McKenzie, which would not be appropriate in this setting, and a beer. So that wouldn't be very good. So I tried to get some help, but I didn't have very much success getting help. So I did what white Canadians have done for decades. We realize that we need help, and we get immigrants. It's the truth. So couldn't find anybody to actually help me. So we have some white Canadians here who are not white Canadians. They're actually Filipinos who have been here less than six months, but thankfully they are helping me out. So this is very Canadian, actually, what we do. So the first thing is we're supposed to wear our traditional costume. So I'm wearing the traditional white Canadian costume. This is what we wear in the spring and in the fall. But here in Canada, we have a large geographical country, so we have different seasons. So in the summer, this isn't really appropriate. So in the summer, so this is what we wear in the summer. And I don't have time to go into all the intricacies of, all the meaning behind our costume. We also have winter. So in the winter, we wear something different. I'll show you what we wear in the winter. This is what we wear in the winter, so we stay warm. So these guys, it's their first winter. They don't have this stuff yet, right? All right. By the way, this is Gian and Ian Wren, Cervantes, all right, who are new here to Canada and new to us. So are you're not nervous at all? Are you nervous? A little bit? I'm a lot nervous. So I'm going to sing in my summer outfit. All right, so supposed to sing some Canadian song. And you know what we do in Canada? We just kind of grab stuff from everywhere else. But if you can hear Gian playing, you can hear the song that he's playing. I'm going to tell you about this song. This is called the Huron Carol. And this is actually known as Canada's oldest Christmas song. It was written probably, they think, in the year 1642. Do you even remember that? 1642. It was written by someone named Jean de Brebeuf, something like that. He was a Jesuit missionary at Sainte Marie among the Hurons. So Brebeuf wrote the lyrics in the native language of the Huron-Wendat people, which is the Wyandot language. Do any of you speak Wyandot? I hope not, actually. No? All right. So the Huron title of the song is actually Jesus Ahatonia, which means Jesus, He is born. And this song originally was written with 6 verses in this Wyandot language. Later on in the 1920s, there was an English version of the Huron Carol written, which is really a completely different song. It has the same tune, but it's completely different words from this original song. And since, we're all about the culture here tonight, we're going back to the original one from the 1600s. So you can look up Huron Carol, and you'll hear another version that talks about Jesus in a birch bark house and things like that, but that's a much, much later version. So the words were written in the Wyandot, the language of the Huron people, The song's melody is based on a traditional French folk song, because again, a lot of what we have in Canada really comes from somewhere else. A song called Une jeune pucelle, which means a young maid. All right? So, as you're playing that song and listening to it, I'm going to just read for you probably one of the first people that actually recorded this song on a CD in the actual original Huron language was Bruce Cockburn, a singer named Bruce Cockburn. And I thought the notes on the CD cover on this song were kind of interesting. So this is the way he described and introduced the song. He said, otherwise known as the Huron Carol, this is the first Canadian Christmas hymn. It was written early in the 1600s by the Jesuit Father Jean de Brebeuf, who acquired fame and martyrdom soon after when he was ceremonially barbecued by members of the Iroquois Confederacy, who went on to virtually obliterate the Hurons and their culture. They were encouraged in this by British colonial interests who were after control of French-claimed territory, much of which was traditionally Huron. Those of this latter tribe who survived the wars were mostly absorbed into Iroquois communities. A few, however, stayed with the French colonies, and their descendants inhabit a couple of villages in modern Quebec, but their language has largely been lost. And I was thinking, this is really actually so a Canadian song, because it actually takes us back to some of the history that's not always very nice, not always wonderful, and silent night and love and peace and all of those things. But it does take us back to some of the history that has some very, very sad elements, but also still includes an element of seeking to share the message of Christ with Aboriginal peoples. And so we can look at the bad and we can look at the sad, but we can also take the good from that. So there are 6 verses. What we're going to try to do is I'm going to try to sing the first verse in Huron, thankful for the fact that you have no clue whether or not I'm singing it right, because I'm pretty well for certain not singing it right. Ian Wren is going to sing the second verse, and then we're going to try to sing the third verse together, right? You should listen to him more than me. He's doing a lot better on this than me. And don't laugh at us, because your time is coming. So I would love to think of some other way to delay further, but I can't. So are we good? Okay. Have mercy. Stand yonder sun way Jesus atonia on our twandoki nyon yonder square and talk and yon sheena squarry hotat yon on dear on rachatha Jesus atonia Jesus atonia.
아요 기온 개하셰 에롬 야에로논 연토 건타 티안덴디오 센사톤 하론요 와리오나와 quetondio sensaton haronyon Jesus atonia atonia Jesus atonia Hashem contarasqua datrivanes Tishon sayon yondetha on washke atren on dateha Tishon sayon yondetha Jesus Atonia Jesus Atonia.
All right, you got it? Because now you're going to sing with us the first verse. And if you don't sing, we're just going to keep doing it until you do. Because I am not going to suffer here alone. All right, so we've got the slide of the words, in case you didn't catch them in the first time. We're just going to do the first verse. All right, so are you ready? So what we're going to do is we got like 4 little intros here, and then we'll count them down, and then it's time to sing. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Estenion de sonwe, Jesus Atonia, on our twendoki, nyon dasque antak, en yon chien. That was not bad. All right, as Gene keeps playing, we will sit down at some point. I'm just going to read you the actual English translation of the Wendat, so you can know what we were singing. Again, there's another version written that is really completely different words, but this is a translation of the original Wendat version of this song. So it says, "Have courage, you who are humans. Jesus, he is born. Behold, it has fled, the spirit who held us as prisoner. Do not listen to it, as it corrupts our minds, the spirit of our thoughts. They are spirits coming with a message for us, the sky people. They are coming to say, come on, be on top of life, rejoice. Mary has just given birth, come on, rejoice. 3 have left for such a place, they are men of great matter. A star that has just appeared over the horizon leads them there. He will seize the path, a star that leads them there. As they arrived there where he was born, Jesus, the star was at the point of stopping. He was not far past it. Having found someone for them, he says, come here. Behold, they have arrived there and have seen Jesus. They praise the name many times, saying, hooray, he is good in nature. They greeted him with respect, oiling his scalp many times, saying, hooray. We will give honor to his name. Let us oil his scalp many times, show reverence for him, as he comes to be compassionate for us. It is providential that you love us and think, I should make them part of my family. That's the first Canadian Christmas hymn that 99.9% of Canadians have no clue about. But now we do. All right.